Hello again, comic fans, and welcome to Massive Nerd and Comic Book Informer's Comic of the Week for April 13th, 2011. This week's comic is Uncanny X-Force number 7 by Rick Remender and Esad Ribic. This issue is the third and final part of the Deathlok Nation story. X-Force is the Black Ops branch of the X-Men, led by Wolverine and Archangel, with Psylocke, Deadpool, and Fantomex filling out the team. In this issue, they are accompanied by Deathlok, a cyborg from the future who has traveled back in time to assist them in their mission. That mission is to stop a group of Deathlok versions of the X-Force from ushering in their dark future. The future the Deathloks come from is a crime-free utopia, though the peace comes at a price. All of Earth's heroes have been killed and resurrected as cyborgs to act as a police force. There may be peace, but there is no free will. The enemy Deathlok's objective lies inside the world, a time-altered facility where superhuman weapons are designed, and which just happens to be in Fantomex's possession, shrunk to a fraction of its original size. The world was originally the home of the Weapon Plus program, the ones that created Fantomex, as well as the parent program of Weapon X, which was responsible for making Wolverine and Deadpool the way they are today. So, not only is the world a plot device for this story, but it ties the cast together while creating tension within the team, since Fantomex is keeping it instead of destroying it like Wolverine would like him to do. Inside the world, this issue mixes great action with solid character development. The enemy Deathloks are awesome foes, twisted versions of their X-Force counterparts, and the character designs are just great. Not only that, but they're formidable as well. Wolverine is nearly defeated by his cyborg double, something that does not happen very often. Meanwhile, Archangel is continuing to struggle with his latent death persona, while Deadpool and Fantomex get on each other's nerves, and these two characters have thus far been the highlight of this comic for me. We see Fantomex dealing with the result of decisions he's made, decisions that, whether right or wrong, he's sticking to and accepting the consequences for. Meanwhile, Deadpool meets the Father, the man who will be responsible for the Deathloks in the future. Father tells Deadpool exactly what he wants to hear, preying on the mercenaries' insecurities. Now, say what you will about Deadpool's oversaturation recently, but Rick Remender has given the character more development in these 7 issues than he's seen since his original solo title back in the 90s. Remender has each of these characters nailed, and obviously has a plan for where he's going with the story. Now, when all is said and done, of course X-Force emerges victorious, if a little worse for wear. However, the issue ends on a serious twist. Fantomex is definitely up to something, and once his plans are revealed to the readers, it casts his action at the end of the Apocalypse solution into a whole new light. Since it first premiered, I've been loving Uncanny X-Force. It's easily my favorite title in Marvel's current lineup. The art has been consistently fantastic, though the lack of color in the team's uniforms sometimes detracts from the overall appearance. The coloring work is pretty good overall, but at times it just feels bland because everybody's wearing black and gray. However, it still has great story and character development, something missing from most team books. This could easily have been Wolverine and friends kill everything like the last X-Force title, but I'm glad to see it growing into something more. And that's all for this week's Comic of the Week. For more, check out MassiveNerd.net or comicbookinformer.com, and I'll be back next week.